The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Clemson's offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, looking again to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. The Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. To the air, it's Connors. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Caught in the backfield, it's DeMarco. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender off.
To the line.
Knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Grab near the marker. It's Hurley. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Oh, gave the defender the business. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Connors. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent. I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Abraham. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He's got his man. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Jumped on top of the pile. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on second down. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Powers through the defender. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he's looking downfield. Get it out on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense going all in to stop the run. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's still third and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeMarco. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Aikman. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven that...
He's off to the races. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Power football with the run.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. catch in the middle. It's DeMarco. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wide receiver shows motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! They take the lead with the 6. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense were always trying to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He gets a block, and the returner will be brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody... Turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They get him down after he makes the catch. And now on second down for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Connors. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They're going to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Complete downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from them.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Connors. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those throws that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Using his legs, it's Harvin. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting rid of his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Snap it to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. A run for the quarterback. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. After the run, now to throw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah,
Clemson. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on first down. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Wolverines are on the move. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pulls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 32. Texas Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Clemson! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys are hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle them.
Wants to throw. It's Connors. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. Some tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
Got it in the middle, it's Abraham. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Now on first down from the 28. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all in the...
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch at the 10. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And the kick is good. He is once, twice, 3 times the kicker, and this one for the game. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.